So welcome back, doing another beer review. Jose, Eric here in super sunny, kind of warm, kind of hot actually, Baldwin Park.
Tons of birds.
Yeah, kind of ignore the birds. It just seem to be everywhere right now. Crazy birds too. So yeah,
It's the jungle.
Yeah, it's especially here. There's just like tons of trees everywhere.
So this, my girlfriend, my awesome girlfriend, bought this at A&J. She bought it. You know, I was buying beer for us to review. She was like, I want to try this one, and she knows full well that it's, InBev bought.
Always pays to be prepared. I had one of theirs a long time ago, and I don't know. It was alright, but it did taste a little flat to me at the time. Which is funny because it was right out the box. Well, you got some head on there.
Some nice head action. That's like a commercial kind of
It is.
beer.
Looks like there's decent amount of carbonation involved. So
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
it smells hoppy. Not super hoppy.
This is an Imperial, by the way. Comes in a 4-pack. I believe with tax CRV it was like $18, which is pretty pricey.
Wow.
16
Really?
or 18 bucks.
Wow. Yeah.
Imperial 95 IBU 9%.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's malty.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly malty, actually. I wasn't really figuring that. That kind of came out of nowhere, which was a nice surprise.
Kind of booziness, like middle to end.
Yeah.
Kind of sweet right up front at first.
It kind of gets a weird sweetness towards the end, too. It fades away, though, fairly quick.
Has a bitter, lingering aftertaste.
It's not super hoppy.
No.
This is, I don't want to make this comparison, but it sort of reminds me, not really, of Palate Wrecker, kind of, where it was like, it wasn't really like hoppy either. It wasn't a Palate Wrecker. It was smoother than what I thought. That's sort of like, well, I guess what I'm getting at. That reminds me, because I'm thinking one thing when I'm going to drink a double, and I get something else, basically, and it's not that it's bad, but it doesn't taste like Palate Wrecker. But that, in that sense, that's what it reminds me of.
It's not bad. It's pretty light-bodied.
It is.
It seems like not an Imperial. Well, I mean, the taste kind of.
It kind of.
But the body,
yeah.
the feel of it, the thickness or whatever is not. It's pretty thin. Very light-bodied. Very petite. With sass.
What do you think? I mean, is this something that you think was worth the money?
I'm going to have to give it like. I'm going to rate it already.
Really? Gonna take a few more shots.
Hold on. Okay.
The smell is a bit strange.
I don't really get too much of a smell. I do have the can.
Sure. No smell at all?
No smell anything. Alright, so 4-pack. They're kind of hard to come by. Not everyone carries them. $18, 16, 18 bucks. It's pretty pricey and it's not worth it. I would, it tastes, even though I wish like I could have tasted it without knowing, but it tastes kind of like Budweiser-ish. Kind of tastes like, you drink a Budweiser, it doesn't have to be a Budweiser, but like Coors, and it has that body of like a Budweiser or a Coors,
Yeah.
It's very light, not too hoppy, especially for an Imperial, and it seems almost like a summer beer. That's how light-bodied it is, and the color reminds me of it too. And it's not really skunky, but
No.
it does kind of remind me of something like that, like a regular beer.
You know what's funny is that when you said that, when you drink a Budweiser and you burp, but you don't burp out, you burp like through your nose or something.
Oh yeah.
It's essentially the same thing that I get from this. It's like when I burp and I just keep it and it just comes out. It reminds me exactly of a Budweiser.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say that because
we can taste the Budweiser.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but it does remind me like of the consistency, and yeah, I mean you have to give it like a 5 or a 6. It was totally not worth it. I don't see myself saying like.
I really wish I had that.
Yeah, let me go out of the way to get this 4-pack. I'm like, I'd steer clear from it because I've had it. It's not the worst beer, but it's definitely not the best. Or it's like a somewhat average kind of double IPA, maybe even lower, because
like a Red Hook. Remember we had
that
Red
something
Hook
like that. Yeah, and you could kind of taste like the mass production of it almost, like. Something being mass produced has to, loses
it's
kind
almost
of its quality.
It's for an Imperial. This is probably the sorriest Imperial I've ever tasted. It's just not there for me. It's not. This is a 6 for me. I don't think I'd go as low as a 5 because it tastes all right.
What you said was what you just said sounds worse than what I said.
No, I know that it's a 6. You know, it's not that great taste wise. It's all right. It's not terrible. The price point is really what I'm more focusing on. That seems ridiculous.
He lags it so much. So this is Port Brewing Mongo Double IPA.
Yes.
It is. How much did you get this for, and where'd you get it?
I got that at Stone in West Covina, and it was $6.99.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's a year-round beer, so you can find it everywhere.
Oh yeah, yours looks better.
Oh. I got a little overzealous there. I went too high.
This can glass is sweet. Wow.
Right there.
Or somewhere.
It's very tangerine looking.
Yeah.
It looks like tangerine puree or almost mango puree.
This is hazy for sure. You see some shit in there.
I can't see
you
can't
see through it. So it is hazy. Looks good. Hey, look, I have a pizza port and port. I have a port and a pizza port. It smells sweet. I smell malty. I smell even maybe a little raisiny, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
So I didn't give my brother the information of,
Oh,
there's information, the last sentence kind of.
Oh, what, didn't you want me to try it first?
Yeah, it gives it away, so I'm not going to say anything.
All right, so let me get it first.
Pretty much, it describes what you're supposed to taste like, so you tell me what it tastes like. And it's not like something weird, so.
Okay. It's not like peaches and dragon fruit.
No, it's not like cayenne pepper from the Mayan temples that they dug up and replicated. And,
It tastes like the soils of Africa. No, you know what? Well, I didn't really get anything off the first one. Though.
We didn't cheers.
Oops. Cheers. All right, so it is hoppy. It's not overly hoppy. It's not super aggressive hoppy, which is also a little surprising. Because from what my memory, it was hoppy before. But anyways, I probably have developed my palate a little bit better. It's definitely it has a dry finish. I find it has a dry finish. I kind of want to say it's a little spicy, but I don't know if that's right or not. I feel like there's something else kind of going on in the background. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's sweet. It definitely tastes. It's subtly sweet. It tastes. This is actually very smooth. It's medium bodied to full almost. I'm trying to think that there's something I'm missing that I can't put my finger on it right now. So, anyways, so what did I get wrong? Or what did I get
No. So it says the Mongo is an IPA with a resinous, bolder, more robust hop character than a traditional West Coast IPA.
It might be the dryness that I get from the. could be the resiny taste, but sometimes it really sticks out, that resin taste, and sometimes it doesn't. For me, this doesn't taste super resiny. It does taste a little dry, which is sort of like, for me, dry and resin and the alcohol kind of can mask each other, I guess you could say, because they're very similar in certain qualities.
Yeah.
So it could be that. I don't get super resin taste on this. I don't get super pine taste on this either. It's it does taste bitter like hops, you know, but it's not. It's like it is robust. It is a more fuller hops taste. It's not like really resiny though.
I like it. It is kind of full to like medium to full bodied. It smells kind of interesting. It does kind of taste like,
it's more nosy for sure.
it does kind of taste like if there was maybe some fruits, like you said, some fruit juice poured in a little bit. Maybe like juice that's been sitting for a long time.
This is a really good beer. I mean, well, how do you compare this with the Goose Island? I mean, would you say it's night and day, or would you really? Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely more. I was scratching myself.
I was gonna say like dawn and dusk,
Yeah.
because one's going down while
Yeah,
one's
it's
coming
going
up.
Yeah, that's actually a better analogy.
Yeah, dusk from dusk till dawn.
I can't, wrap my tongue around it, not literally. So yeah, it's just it's a bit more complex than some of your other standard Imperials. And you know what? Port Brewing, a lot of people kind of give a lot of kudos to them, but you don't see too many people, rocking the Port Brewery. I mean, when was the last time someone was like, have you had that,
Oh yeah.
Port Brewing, blah, blah,
Yeah.
I think they just have been around so long, kind of like, well, I don't want to say like Stone, because Stone makes it sort of more
Fresh.
apparent
Yeah.
that they're trying to experiment, whereas Port Brewing, they have a whole different section of Lost Abbey for just experimenting, and they keep these Old Faithfuls pretty much separate from that. They don't want to mess with these too much, which I totally get. But yeah, it's really good. What's your rating on this thing?
I'm gonna give this like an 8 or a 9. I'll be leaning towards a 9 a little bit. It's really good. Tastes interesting. It's different. It's different in the right sense, not too different where it's kind of like funky, And it's interesting. I wish I had more of it. I wish there was like a 6-pack of it.
Mm.
So yeah, like an 8 or a 9, maybe a 9. I'm not sure.
For me, this is a solid 8. I really like this a lot. It kind of tricks you into thinking it's very drinkable, because it is, But yeah, this is still an 8 for me. It's really good. It's really solid. Hey, it's a bird. But yeah, so it's really good beer. I urge everyone to try as much Port Brewing as they can if they can find it. Their Hop 15 is really good. I will seriously try to get that one. I guess this is where we're going to end it before we get attacked by a bunch of birds. So cheers, everyone.
See you later.